This is Shelley Kraft coming to you live on SNNLive. We're at the second annual Growth Capital Expo in Las Vegas 2015. I have with me Mike Pruitt, Chanticleer Holdings, publicly traded company, HOTR, which sounds like Hooters to me. I like to say that. Welcome to SNNLive.
Shelley, thanks for having me. And you're right, it did come out of under the Hooters brand.
So let's get an overview for the audience on Hooters and on Chanticleer, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, well, Hooters, the parent company of which we own a stake in and I sit on the board of, is currently doing incredibly well. And we also are an international franchisee for Hooters, where we've now opened 13 locations over the last 3 years, representing 25% of actually the new stores that have been open for Hooters over those last 3 years. And we also have 2 more under construction. And so, we're doing really well with the Hooters brand.
Where are you going with the new construction?
So today, because of the success of our rights offering, we initiated construction in Port Elizabeth, South Africa. And then we have, in 3 weeks, opening Townsville, Australia. So that would bring us up to 15 total locations for Hooters.
So the last time we saw each other, we were at a conference in New York. So that was in January. So what else is new since January? Because we're all the way to April. And that's a lot of time for you.
Right. So since January, we closed on our rights offering, very successfully, raised just under $8 million, of which we used $4 million of that to acquire BGR, the burger joint out of Washington, D.C., which has 9 company locations, 11 franchise locations, but even more importantly, a pipeline of 80 additional franchise locations under a development agreement. We also announced that we've signed a definitive agreement to buy 4 burger locations in the Charlotte market called BT's Burger Joint. And then, as I just mentioned, we're opening the Hooters in Port Elizabeth, South Africa, out of those rights that we, the dollars we raised around that rights offering.
So now, 2015, 2016, where does Mike Pruitt see the company going?
Well, as I said back in January, considering where we've come in the last 4 quarters, but now, considering what we executed in Q1, I mean, that just in those 2 transactions alone, that's almost $20 million of revenue that we will add to this year's growth. And so to think that last year we did not much over the mid-20s in total sales, we're almost doubling the business again. And so it's been a fun time. Couldn't have done it without a great team. Great opportunities that have been presented with us. And look, without the Hooters brand. That Hooters brand has allowed us to open doors to create this international platform that we're now taking advantage of in the burger space.
So let me ask you a question. What percentage of sales is merchandise? And, it may be in a question that not many people would ask you, but I see you as an outlet for so much merchandise, both online, because you can't sell a hamburger that you're not going to deliver, right? You either deliver it or you don't eat it, right?
Right.
So what about merchandise?
Well, actually, Shelley, in the old days, when I say old days, 10 years ago, merchandise was a decent-sized percentage of Hooters' revenue. But over the last, 3 to 4 years, it's come down. But still, meaningful 3% of our revenue, and on a company that's transpiring $1 billion a year in total sales, that's still a very meaningful amount.
And I know the calendars do very well.
Oh, the calendars do amazingly well. And, one of the great things about the calendar, which we're here today, have over 300 that we're going to sign at your conference. We have 2 of the girls here to do. $1 from every one of those sales goes to the V Foundation for Breast Cancer Research. And what's really, really exciting is just 2 weeks ago, we presented a check for our efforts through the Hooters network that we've done this year, $661,000 to the V Foundation for Breast Cancer Research. So, I couldn't be more proud having a wife that is a breast cancer survivor, that we have the opportunity that we do within the Hooters network to give back.
Ladies and gentlemen, for more information, we're going to give you a website to go to the Hooters and Chanticleer website.
Again, our symbol is HOTR, traded on NASDAQ, and our website is chanticleerholdings.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Pruitt, Chanticleer Holdings, symbol HOTR. I'm Shelley Kraft. This is SNNLive, and we're coming to you from the second annual Growth Capital Expo in Las Vegas 2015. Mike,
Shelley,
always a pleasure.
My pleasure. Always a pleasure. Thank you.